Hi everyone, welcome to the first tutorial in the Replicate This Illustrator Edition quiz tutorial series. This is problem number 1, aka concentric rounded blue rectangles. Let's get started right away with my favorite method of drawing a rectangle these days, a rounded rectangle that is. Since this is Illustrator CC 2014, you will notice that in the corners of my rectangle, I've got these little circles here, which whenever I'm in Illustrator and I have my square rectangle tool or the white arrow, notice that the black arrow does not show them, but the white arrow and the rectangle tool will show these little white circles in the corners of my rectangle. Now, if I only had 1 or 2 points or 3 points on this rectangle selected, then this circle would be present in those corners and it would only round those corners, which is kind of a cool shape in itself. But for this, we need all 4 corners to be rounded, so I'm going to grab the circle and I'm going to drag it towards the center of our shape. So I got a rounded blue rectangle. Now you might not be quite certain how this gradient effect, this stepped gradient effect was made, so I'm just going to tell you right now, it is with transparency. I'm going to grab my transparency panel and I'm going to set the opacity to about 30%, so we've got a nice light blue rectangle here. And if you remember from class, I talked about how when you scale a rounded rectangle and you pull outward, the corners are weird because what Illustrator does is it maintains the same size of radius, but the shape itself is bigger, so you have this weird relationship. See how this parallel and this nice parallel line here is kind of a little bit bent on the edge and it doesn't look good. So it's accentuated when you start making copies of it, but let's cancel that. We are going to get rid of these and we're going to do it the right way, because isn't that what I'm supposed to be doing right now? With your rectangle selected, you want to go to the Object menu, down to Path, and click Offset Path. Now what we want to do, you could probably just leave the default, but what I'm going to do is just type 0.1 in the offset field, and I'm going to click Preview to see how far away that is. Yeah, it looks like in the quiz that you guys downloaded, you're going to need probably does that look better? Yeah, about 0.15 in the offset path. And see what that does? It creates a duplicate of your original path, but it is parallel and evenly spaced all the way around, and your radii is the plural of radiuses, it is much better looking. Now, unfortunately, we can't do any quick key or hotkey or keyboard shortcut to get that to continue, so we have to go back to Object, Path, Offset Path. Click Preview again if you want to see, make sure that it's the same distance. It is, it's 0.15. Click OK, and let's do it one more time. Notice I'm doing it on the new duplicated outer shape. I am offsetting the path of the outer shape, not the original shape. You don't have to click Preview every time, but I just like to see what's going to happen before I click OK. Click OK, and if you look at your quiz on number 1, you'll see that this isn't going to match exactly what you guys did, but you don't have to exactly match. You just have to get it as close as you can. I actually want to show you how to make an inner rectangle with matching rounded radii, and we're going to do that with the same method, Object, Path, Offset Path, but I'm going to enter a negative value right here, negative 0.15. Click Preview, see how it's on the inside there, and I'm going to click OK. And that's about it. That was easy, right? Easy and fun.